Going to be trying out some underrated Pokemon like Vikavolt, which has the valuable electric coverage in this format needed in the Rain format, alongside Politoed and Bronzong. We're going to be trying out this Rain team and seeing how well it can perform. This is a Vikavolt Rain team that actually wasn't built for Regulation H, but was built for the Kitikami Prologue tournament that was held a while ago. However, it had some Pokemon I did want to try, so we're going to be trying it out and seeing how well it can perform. We have the Vikavolt with the Levitate ability, able to be immune to the ground type coverage, which is nice. So you can pair it up with that Ursaluna under Trick Room, go for Discharge and Earthquake. It's really hard for opponents to switch into. The bug typing and bug coverage is actually nice for Rillaboom, for Psychic types that are running around, can be pretty solid. And electric coverage is just very valuable in a format where Rain is super dominant. We have the Rain mode with the Choice Specs Politoed that's able to do a lot of damage with the Muddy Waters that are spread, able to do quite a bit. You have the Ice Beam coverage, Terra Blast, Terra Flying. So if you have missed Pelipper, if your status isn't a Pelipper, this is like a backup Pelipper that can catch opponents by surprise. And the Weather Ball, that is a single target, more accurate water move in the Rain. It's just an interesting option to see Politoed, but it does hit pretty hard and can surprise opponents, especially with that Choice Specs option. And it's not 4 times weak to electric and pretty bulky in general. So it can definitely take hits a bit better than Pelipper that requires usually a Focus Sash. We have this Arcalon, which is really interesting. It has Leftovers, which is not really a super common set, but able to do a lot of damage with that Electric Shot set up in Rain, of course. Boosted special attack, Draco Meteors, Body Press Stamina is, of course, really good. And Protect, for the ability to actually use Protect on Arcalon is nice because they usually assume the Assault Vest. They think they can usually pin the Arcalon, and then you reveal that Protect. It can really screw up a lot of momentum. Basculegion as a fast mode, which is pretty good because you do have that really fast Wave Crash. It's actually pretty nice on this team because against stuff like Mousehold and Annihilate or other kind of things that like just threaten the Trick Room mode or prevent it immediately, you could go for that Wave Crash, pick up the knockouts with that Rain boosted Wave Crash with Terra Water especially, and stop them by surprise. You also have really just good coverage, and it's a really good endgame cleaner. Trick Room is over with that last Respects option. We have the Bronzong here, which is able to set a Trick Room. It's really nice. Another Levitate Mon that's partnered really well with the Earthquake Ursaluna, and it's pretty good. It's really solid with its general bulk. The only problem is Golden Go is a massive problem in the format, but you do have other Pokemon that do resist to make it rain, which is nice, and you do have the Ursaluna that does cover the Shadow Ball weakness because you can switch into it and threaten it from there. Fireball Body Press with Iron Defense, really good coverage. The Terra Water to help out with some of its weaknesses. And finally, the Ursaluna able to do a lot of damage with that Flame Orb and Guts boost. Facade really just so strong with that Terra Normal especially. And then Earthquake coverage because you do have 2 Levitating Mons and a Headlong Rush in case there's grassy terrain or you need a single target attack. If you would like to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be linked in the description down below. Gyarados, Talonflame, Electabuzz, the Hisuian Decidueye, Garchomp, and Gengar. Gengar is actually a really tough Pokemon depending on its moveset. Like, it does get access to Taunt, Trick Room. That would not be good for my Bronzong. So this is not going to be an easy one by far, but Vikavolt does pretty well against this team. We have pretty good immunities on the Garchomp, which is nice. Nothing really hits me super effectively on this team. I think it's probably Bronzong and Vikavolt. I do like Politoed. Even though I power up the Gyarados, I do like Politoed a lot, and the Ursaluna. Ursaluna can definitely sweep under the Trick Room with the right position. Electabuzz plus the Gyarados seem like an interesting combo. I assume it's like Dragon Dance Gyarados and Follow Me Electabuzz. I'd imagine you have to run a Clear Amulet on the Gyarados. I think we'll be okay though. Let's see what we can do. I don't know what they're going to lead. It's going to be the lead of Electabuzz Gyarados. Okay, so there's Electabuzz Gyarados. All right, I'm going to give them the option. They can go for Follow Me, which I actually do have Discharge, so I can actually get around to Follow Me. I'm just going to Trick him and I'm going to Thunderbolt. Electabuzz does get access to Taunt. I hope it's not Taunt. I'm just going to Thunderbolt the Gyarados. They're going to Protect. Okay. Is this Taunt? Yeah, it's Taunt. All right. So I revealed Thunderbolt specifically for a reason, right? Because there is a chance that they go for Follow Me Dragoness this upcoming turn. And the reason I made this play is because now they might be inclined to follow me Dragon Dance. I can go out in Ursaluna and I can click Discharge. And I'm hoping to snipe the Gyarados. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Would really love to. I could have probably played around it a bit better, but it's like still okay. Nice. Nice. This should be Dragon Dance. Yep, and we also get the free Flame Orb on top of it. We also get to bring out Ursaluna that's now threatening the Electabuzz. So this is like amazing of a position, assuming we kill Gyarados, which I imagine we do with the Discharge here. Nice snipe on the Gyarados. Nice snipe on the Gyarados. Beautiful. Could not have gone any better. All right. Except maybe I could have got damage on Electabuzz turn 1. That would have been better, but like, eh. Like the inclined bait did work. All right, let's see what we're gonna see from my opponent switching in. Because nowhere near over. The Decidueye is actually still ironically a massive threat to my team. So might actually have to sacrifice a Mon because of it. I don't know if they're going to bring out Talonflame, which, I mean, Talonflame can't really do anything to Ursaluna. Decidueye does come out. That was a major threat, I assumed that they had. All right, I can't really give them a free switch opportunity. I'm going to go for... I want to give them the... I guess I don't need Ursaluna's sweep anymore. Because I already have gotten rid of, like, quite a bit. I think I'm just going to go for a Facade into the Decidueye, and I think I'm just going to fire off a Bug Buzz. I guess it was too much for them. I think it was winnable. The Decidueye is actually a huge threat to my team. They still had follow me pressure. Like, I don't think it was over, but maybe it depends on the set. Like, close combat, if it was Hisuian Decidueye with close combat, would have done a lot of damage. I couldn't switch in Bronzong. I probably had to sack to be safe, but I mean, I'll take it. Incineroar, Pelipper, Amoonguss, Goldengo, Archaludon, and Palafin. This does not look easy, unfortunately. Double Steel. It's not great here. Can I? Oh boy, double water. Jeez, it's gonna be tough. It's just gonna be tough. I do like. Oh man, what can I do here? If I am able to get under Trick Room, Ursaluna does do good amounts, but can I? Yeah, that's a good question. I think Bronzong probably will be brought here. Vikavolt. I don't know what kind of Goldengo that is. Probably Nasty Plot, I imagine. They do have a pretty straight Nasty Plot setup, I'm pretty sure. Definitely bring Ursaluna in the back. I might bring my own Archaludon. I might decide to forego the rain mode here. Because Archaludon, I need another answer to the water types. I don't have the best answer to the water types. So Terra probably, I think, is going to be most likely the... I'd assume it's going to be the... I don't think it's Bronzong. I don't think it's Vikavolt. I don't think it's Archaludon. I think it's going to be Ursaluna so I can get rid of the water weakness. We're going to see Archaludon and Palafin. This is always just going to be an attack in the Pelipper and like Electroshot, isn't it? All right. Let's set up a Trick Room. Let's set up a Thunderbolt into the Palafin. They could go Amoonguss, but Amoonguss is kind of fine because like Archaludon is not setting up Electroshots then, which is kind of nice. So I don't mind that personally. Because if they're not setting up Electroshots, that means they can't damage my Bronzong, which means they can give me a chance to set up Iron Defenses. Because Amoonguss is kind of a stall right here. All right. That's really good. Palafin going to retreat. This should be the Pelipper. Yep. Not too surprising. I get a nice Thunderbolt off at least. Maybe Bug Buzz the next turn. They tear it immediately? What are you tearing into? Electric. I mean, you're still weak to Ursaluna at the end of the day, so I'll take it. The Electroshot. Sure. Is that going to do that much to my Bronzong? Probably does a hefty chunk. Why did I KO Bronzong? Why did I KO Bronzong? Wait, what? Don't tell me. Wait, what? I'm sorry, what? Did they crit me and I missed it? I don't think so, right? I don't think I saw the crit symbol. All right. Going to our Caledon. I'm gonna Electroshot the Pelipper and protect. What is that Arcalon? Wait, is that just normal for Terra Electric? No shot. No shot. I refuse to believe it. You're gonna Tailwind with the Pelipper, sure. But what? I'm so confused right now. Okay, they did target Vikavolt. I was right on that. Wait, it has to be choice specs. Wait, I'm like doing the calc right now because I'm like in disbelief right now. Yeah, it had to be choice specs. It had to be choice specs to KO. Oh my goodness. The fact is choice specs are Caledon. Unless I got crit. If I got crit, but then again, it Electroshot into my Vikavolt just now. I'm assuming that's probably not likely because of that. All right. Amoonguss comes in. Wait, if they're choice, I have an Ursaluna. Like, why am I not just going Ursaluna? All right, we're going to Ursaluna. Trust me, I'm in shock. I'm like in disbelief right now of like what's been happening. Okay, we bring out the Ursaluna. We protect our Caledon. Electroshot again, sure. We'll get our Flame Orb. Should be okay against the Amoonguss. Trying to figure out the rest. They spored our Caledon, which makes sense. Super ideal, okay. We're going for Earthquake here. The question is, what am I doing with... They have Tailwind up. I did just protect. Yeah, I think I sack Vikavolt. I think I sack Vikavolt and I click Earthquake. They didn't switch out to Arcalon, so they're going for Electroshot, which is perfect, okay? So it's going to be Amoonguss Palavin versus my Arcalon and... Oh, they went for Rage Powder, no Spore. Huh. Yeah, it has to be specs, right? Because there's no way you Terra Electric. I still can't believe that, man. I was like shocked when I saw that. Okay, Electroshot into Vikavolt. Unfortunately, Vikavolt, I don't know, you might survive this. Like, if you do, that's actually kind of good. But yeah, like, it's freaking... Oh, they crit me too. I mean, I don't know the calc on that. I'm not even going to attempt to try to understand that calc. Get the Earthquake off. Goodbye, Arcalon. We get a crit on Arcalon. Don't think that matters. That's a Guts boosted Ursaluna. I mean, that one shot just made me lose my words, man. I'm going out in Arcalon myself. I don't have Stalwart, but I think we're okay. I think we just click... Did we click Draco? Into a moon? I'm trying to figure out what my best odds here of winning, because I don't know what the Palafin set is. So we bring out the Arcalon. 0 to hero. You do have Terra Grass, I suppose. So I'm going to go for Electroshot with the Terra Grass. And I'm going to protect the... Is this always worth it? I think so, because I don't see how Palafin punishes this. And if they protect, if they protect Palafin Spore of Amoonguss, I should be fine. I think. There is a world where Amoonguss does beat me because I make this play. I really want to avoid Spore. They might Rage Powder attempt here. It looks like they didn't protect the Palafin. They Wave Crash into Ursaluna. Beautiful. And I'm pretty sure +1 Electroshock should KO the Palafin. And then we should be able to just beat Ursaluna regular. Also, they take too much damage on Palafin now, because it will go down to Wave Crash. Yeah, Palafin goes down. All right, I win the game. What an awful turn 1 into like a comeback, man. Like, I still can't believe it either, man. But yeah, luckily I had all my electric resistances and immunity still around, because the immunity was huge. Having Ursaluna just come in against the Archaludon was so big for my team. Oh my goodness. Archaludon, Rillaboom, Pelipper, Annihilate, Golden Go, Whimsicott. A rain offense team. Probably beat up on the Whimsicott with the Annihilate and then Tailwind. Ooh, there's some heavy threats right here. How do I want to approach? We do have Trick Room, but they... How did I stop beat up 8 with this team now that I look at it? I guess it's like Basculegion plus Bronzong lead. I think so. I think it's that combination. Unfortunately, Ursaluna doesn't do too well here. I think it's probably Politoed, because I do need the rain mode for the Basculegion if I want this play to work out, and Vikavolt. Let's see how this works. This is kind of a weird matchup. Double Ghost is not great for the team. Archaludon's not great either, especially since I've decided to opt out of bringing the I am not bringing my Ursaluna, so Archaludon's going to be really tough, but not much we can do. It is Whimsicott Annihilate. All right, I did have a plan for this, as I do lead Basculegion plus the Bronzong. I'm gonna go for a Wave Crash in the rain with Terra Water into the Annihilate, and I'm gonna go out into the Politoed, because they're probably gonna go for beat up Rage Fist. If they have Terra Water Annihilate, we're in trouble, but what can we do? What can we do? If there any Terra that isn't Water, Grass, or Dragon, we should be fine. They might not decide to Terra out, because... well, we'll find out. So bring out the Politoed. The reason I did this was because I had a feeling they lead Whimsicott Annihilate, but I want to bait out the beat up Rage Fist so they didn't get the Tailwind up, because if I led Politoed plus Basculegion, they were 100% going for Tailwind and maybe Protect, and then they could beat up the next turn, and then I'm in an awful spot. So we do this. I don't know if regular Wave Crash and Rain with Life Orb KOs the Annihilate, so I'm just making sure. Nice. They did go for the beat up. Perfect. So here comes a Wave Crash. Should KO easily. Yep. And that's a 4-3 advantage. We did have to burn our Terra and take quite a bit of heavy damage on Basculegion, but I do think it was worth it. Now we got to figure out how to get Trick Room up. Yep, it is beat up. Okay, nice. Probably not Sunday on their team. I do want to say Basculegion, because it might be one of the mons I need to break through the Archaludon later. The problem is Archaludon's probably coming out now, and we're going to have a tough time against it. So, yeah, this is still nowhere near over, but a good start. Oh, Golden Go came out. Huh. Golden Go's interesting here. I kind of want to just go for a Protect with Basculegion and go for Muddy Water. And I'm okay with that because I get a lot of damage here. Let's see if they Tailwind Shadow Ball. Because this is offensive Politoed. It actually does a lot of damage. So they have to respect Politoed. Okay, I think there's specs and they lock in the Thunderbolt. So that's actually really good. Please. Nice. Really good land. Oh, that's so much damage. So much damage, Politoed. We can go into Vikavolt now on a Thunderbolt and just click Muddy Water again. Oh, wait. I could just... well, I can't Aqua Jet actually because they can Encore me. No. Always going Vikavolt is a better play because I'd rather go into Vikavolt and reset the position. Nice. Nice. They probably Thunderbolted the Politoed, but it shouldn't KO. Politoed is good Spadef. Yeah. And we double land? Alright, a 4v1. Did they really not bring Arcaludon into this? I'd be very shocked if you didn't bring Arcaludon. I knew you were bringing your ghost types, but maybe they... No, it probably is Arcaludon back, actually. The game's nowhere near over. No, it's Rillaboom. And guess who has a Vikavolt? That's just standing there menacingly. I go for Bug Buzz and I swap out the Politoed because it can lock into Ice Beam, go into Bronzong. Now gonna be forfeited. Oh, had to make some plays. I'm really glad the turn 1 went exactly as I was hoping for. And then the Muddy Water Politoed just able to swamp them. Oh my goodness. Because it was clutch doing that much damage. I also know Arcaludon was insane, but like the Pokemon they did bring made sense. Talonflame, Golden Go, Tyranitar, Garchomp, Rillaboom, Primarina. All right, a very offensive Sand team. Go Talonflame is not easy because Taunt on Talonflame is not an easy thing to deal with. I think I do like the 4 of Vikavolt, Bronzong, Politoed, and Rillaboom. Arcaludon can be a thing. I don't really like it too much. It's just a problem with the Arcaludon is since we're now a Sylvest Arcaludon, it's a lot harder, I think, to actually be able to utilize it, like against Primarina, against Golden Go, which actually do a lot of damage. So I'm a bit worried about how much those Pokemon do to Arcaludon. So I don't think I have enough turns to set up into a favorable position. We'll find out. All right. What are you leading? Talonflame Golden Go is not too surprising. I do have a Politoed, which is nice. I think I probably just go on a Politoed. And I want to click Thunderbolt into the... Oh, it's probably Shadow Ball, right? I feel like Taunt Shadow Ball would be your play. If that's the case, I guess I could go out into Ursaluna and Thunderbolt Golden Go. You know what? I'll try it. I don't know if you're Nasty Plot Gold. Nasty Plot Gold puts me in a weird spot. It's definitely playable. But we'll see. I guess not every Talonflame runs Taunt either. There's Protect variants. There's... Oh boy, let's find out. Flare Blitz into Ursaluna. That is not good. Shadow Ball. Okay, that is good at least. That's a good switch. We are able to get a Thunderbolt off into the Golden Go. Not bad damage. Ooh, Para. Although I think I'm still slower than you. Is Gold able... I don't know what the Gold set is. I think I'm going to just protect Headlong Rush to Gold slot. Because if it is like a choice variant of Golden Go, it has to switch out or Shadow Ball here my Vikavolt, which is fine. Headlong Rush does a lot to everything in the back. Like even if Rillaboom switches in, that bomb probably takes like 40%. The only problem is that they go for a Brave Bird, Make It Rain, I suppose. I do have something in mind afterward, but if they don't have Taunt, then I just don't expect them to have Taunt. Like if they didn't click it, they have Flare Blitz, so we should be okay. A Tailwind, which is acceptable. Is it Shadow Ball or Make It Rain? Shadow Ball, perfect. Okay. I like this a lot. Show me who's next. Golden Go eliminated. All right, that's a huge strike gone. We'll find out what the rest is in the back now. We'll find out who the rest is in the back. Rillaboom is still a concern. At least we don't have to worry about Taunt on the Talonflame. I wonder if it's Wisp, because Wisp is still annoying because I don't like my Bronzong taking a Wisp, because Bronzong is actually really good now that Golden Go is eliminated. Garchomp's not too concerning because Bronzong just walls it, so I'd actually be very happy to see Garchomp. Tyranitar will probably go into Politoed. Rillaboom's an interesting one. Okay. I think I'm always switching, double switching here. Bronzong for the Ursaluna slot in case they want to Woodhammer that, and then go Politoed on the Vikavolt if they Flare Blitz that slot. Because what I'm worried about is if they double up with like a Flare Blitz here plus a Woodhammer into the Bronzong switch, and that would not be good. So I'm just always gonna bring out the Rain to reduce the damage output of the Talonflame, because then I probably have a safe Trick Room because the Talonflame isn't Life Orb and the Flare Blitz is not doing too crazy damage, it looks like. Although it really depends on how much the Woodhammer is really doing from the Rillaboom, because maybe a double would still be super threatening. Alright. Rain is set, Bronzong is set. Tyranitar I'm still a little bit questionable about, but we can manage, I think. A Grassy Glide my Ursaluna, which is the best case scenario. They did go for the Flare Blitz and a Vikavolt. Oh, now that is promising. That is promising. We also take a little bit of Grassy Terrain recovery, which I'll appreciate. We'll go for a Trick Room. And we're going to swap out the Politoed and the Vikavolt because it's probably Grassy Glide coming out in that slot. Or they switch out Tyranitar and Flare Blitz. Those are the two plays I see here. Looks like they didn't switch, so I'm pretty sure Bronzong always gets to Trick Room up unless it's a taunt on one of the two. They Grassy Glided. My Politoed, beautiful. Vikavolt able to pivot around is really nice. They go for a Flare Blitz and Rain. That should do no damage. Yep, no damage at all. We're going to be able to get an Iron Defense and a Thunderbolt setup, I think. And looks like clear steering from here. I could also body press to cover a switch, but I don't really think it's necessary this turn. Let's go for a Thunderbolt into the Talonflame. Let's go for an Iron Defense. Well, I think that Talonflame probably goes down to Thunderbolt even if they Terra, unless they have a resistant Terra or ground Terra. All right, no switches. I get a free Iron Defense. I get a free Thunderbolt. Feeling pretty good about this spot. I'm feeling pretty dang good about this spot. All right. Really good. Really good. U-turn gonna come out in the Vikavolt? Sure. I have the weather control guaranteed locked. Also, if it is Tyranitar as a back, like your Bronzong matchup's pretty bad. They didn't bring Tyranitar, they have Garchomp, which shouldn't be Bronzong. I don't see how they're breaking through to Bronzong now. So, feeling pretty strongly about this. Granted, we could still lose, I suppose. Maybe. It would really have to depend on sets, but I'm just going to set up another Iron Defense with the Bronzong, and I'm just going to Bug Buzz the Rillaboom. Like, what would the Garchomp need? Like, there's some crazy text I've seen in my Gen 9 Battle Stadium lifetime. So I could see, like, what? Terra Dark Crunch Garchomp creating my Bronzong. What else could I see? I feel like that's probably a big one. I think it needs to have Crunch. We're going to see Fake Out going to come out into the Vikavolt. I get another Iron Defense setup. I always forget. Did they Terra? Did they Terra? Rock Slide comes out in the Vikavolt, which does pick up the knockout, but we've already done a pretty good job here. So, goodbye Vikavolt. Let's see. Ursaluna's probably the safest play. I guess I could Terra Politoed. I probably will save the Terra for Politoed. It's the last turn of Grassy Terrain as well, so I think I just protect Ursaluna, and I think I just go for a... I want to set up another Iron Defense. Yeah, I'd rather get damage. I'm just going to body press the Rillaboom and protect. No protects, right? Oh, Garchomp protected. Okay, that makes it easier. Grassy Glide? Yep. And then body press. Perfect. Perfect. I guess I could have Iron Defense again, but it's still fine. Because if the Rillaboom doesn't have Protect, I don't think they have a chance now. Rain stops. Grassy Terrain gonna heal, but expire this turn. We have a Terraflying Politoed in the back. We have the +4 Bronzong. We have to burn Ursaluna with one more turn of Trick Room, and they just protected. They need a lot to go right here. Facade into Garchomp, body press into Rillaboom. The Rillaboom needs to protect. The Garchomp needs to get a double, and even then it's looking rough for them. We're gonna see a Terra come out. This might be Terra Steel on the Garchomp, so maybe Headlong Rush was the play here. Oh, they Terra the Rillaboom. Okay, if it was Ghost, maybe Poison. I don't think Poison was surviving. They had it. They had a shot, but yeah, this is goodbye Rillaboom, and then goodbye Garchomp. All right, very, very nice. At least I'm pretty sure Facade should KO the Garchomp at this. Like, this is a Facade from Guts boosted Ursaluna. This one goes crazy. Yeah, Garchomp had no chance. Goodbye Garchomp, able to pick up the win. Whew. Bronzong's been very nice here, especially in games where we're able to get rid of gold early. It's been really good. Just being able to figure out like, okay, what are their methods of stopping Bronzong from say a Trick Room, scouting for it, baiting those attacks, and then setting up the position to get Trick Room up has been really nice. Rillaboom, Hydreigon, Murkrow, the Fire Tauros, Primarina, and Sneasler. All right, Hydreigon's a bit tricky. It is pretty tricky in general, but I think we have probably okay Mons here. Murkrow's kind of tough because Taunt on Murkrow is a common move. So I want to bring Bronzong. I actually really like the Vikavolt as the lead. I think it offensively actually does pretty well here. In the back, I'm thinking Politoed and probably Ursaluna, because I do need to commit to Trick Room. I don't really like the Basculegion here. I could see myself bringing Orcaladon, but let's have some fun. Also, Ursaluna can definitely make some strong plays here, so let's try it out. Like, the things that threaten my Bronzong are weak to Vikavolt, which are Hydreigon and the Murkrow. Unironically, just because Murkrow can go for the Taunt. If it's not Taunt on the Murkrow, it makes this easier. What did they run? Probably like, they always run Tailwind. Foul Play probably, or some kind of dark move. You want to imagine Haze because that's why you really run it, because of Dundozo. Rillaboom Sneeze are such an interesting lead here. Okay, I'll take this. Because I can go for Trick Room and Bug Buzz. Or I could Volt Switch out, but like Volt Switch doesn't do anything here. So I'm pretty sure Bronzong's in a good spot for the most part. Maybe I just target down to Sneasler, actually. I think I'm going to Trick Room. And I'm going to Thunderbolt to Sneasler. Oh, yeah, I don't have Volt Switch. Why did I think I have Volt Switch for a second? Yeah, I just Thunderbolt here. Because Rillaboom shouldn't be that much of a threat if I get Trick Room up. So they go for Fake Out into the Bronzong. Swords Dance. That's where it gets scary. That one is scary. Thunderbolt going to come out. Ooh, good damage, but it's not enough. All right. So you should always target a Bronzong here. Do I survive a close combat into Woodhammer? I want to say no. Do I go Politoed here? I gotta really think about this. Because I think I do go Politoed. Yeah, I might have to give the Rain to them, but I think that's probably worth it. I'm gonna commit hard to them targeting Bronzong, because like Bronzong you have to respect, right? That's why you went for the Swords Dance. Because if I get Trick Room up, you're screwed. Gonna go for a Discharge. If we get a pair on Rillaboom, I mean it's not like too crazy, but it actually, if I pair the Rillaboom, it's bad for my Ursaluna. Although I can't tear out of it, I suppose. All right, let's see if this works. I need to get whoever they target here. Let's see. Nice. Okay. That's really good. That's really good. I am able to get the Sneasler off the field. Incredible. A U-turn? If this is Primarina, the discharge is huge here. Why'd you crit me? That crit's actually really not good. The crit's actually really not good. All right, who are you going out into? Hydreigon. That's fine. All right, here's a discharge. Goodbye, Sneasler. Nice pair on the Hydreigon, but the speed interactions don't change, I think. Does it? I don't think it does. No, we're min speed on everything. Yeah, I don't think it changes anything. All right, we go out into Bronzong. They go back into Rillaboom. I think I click Trick Room here with Terra Water, and I think I Bug Buzz the Hydreigon. Because I need to make sure that I don't go down here to one move with the Bronzong. If they go for Fake Out, it's fine. Like, if they Fake Out one of my slots, Hydreigon can't pick up a Knockout here, which is pretty big. The problem is that they actually decide to take the KO on Vikavolt now. If they take the KO on Vikavolt, of course, we could also rely on the full para, but I don't really like relying on the full para here. It's helpful if they do get full para, but it's not necessary. I do expect either Fake Out Dark Pulse into the Bronzong, or they double into Bronzong with Wood Hammer plus the... they should go for the double up here. With Wood Hammer plus Dark Pulse or Fake Out Dark Pulse. That's what I'm assuming. They Fake Out the Vikavolt. Nice. Why did this Rillaboom get every crit? Oh, Focus Energy Hydreigon. Wait, that makes it so much easier for me. Yeah, that made it so much easier for me. Okay. I'll take it. I'm going to Iron Defense set up with my Bronzong if they give me the option to, and I'm just going to Bug Buzz the Hydreigon. Actually, they have Terra still, right? They do still have Terra as an option. I think I'm just going to Bug Buzz the Rillaboom. Oh, they didn't Terra at all? That actually did no damage. All right, we get Iron Defense up. We get a Bug Buzz off in the Rillaboom. I still don't think this is awful, actually. Because I get really good damage on Rillaboom. Yeah, that's really good damage. I'm surprised they didn't Terra. They Draco the Vikavolt. Okay, so Vikavolt goes down. But I mean, I've done a lot of damage, so I'm okay with this. It heavily depends on the Terra and Hydreigon. Hydreigon tends to be Terra Steel. So I'm going to go Ursaluna. Facade should knock out the Rillaboom. Grassy Glide doesn't pick up a knockout onto any of my slots. I'm going to go for Body Press into the Hydreigon. I'm going to go for Facade into the Rillaboom. If they decide to play this passively, I get a free Flame Orb. And if they play aggressively, they shouldn't knock out either of my Pokemon, and I should be able to take the knockouts here. It really depends on the Hydreigon, though. I have no idea what the Hydreigon set is. Well, we know it's Focus Energy, probably Scope Lines. I'm surprised they risked a Hydreigon like that, though. We're going to see Rillaboom retreat. Do they have any kind of setup? Oh, Tauros, that's fine. Okay. Tauros can't really beat Bronzong, so I'm happy with this. Body Press. They gave me the Hydreigon, which is huge. That's a huge knockout they gave me. Okay. Facade going to come out into the Tauros. I get a bit of chip. Probably not that much, though. Still a respectable amount of damage. Grass Terrain disappears on the battlefield. Flame Orb going to activate. Let's see. Rillaboom back in. I think I always just Body Press the Rillaboom slot and I Facade the Rillaboom slot as well. Who's faster, Bronzong or Ursaluna? Okay, it's Bronzong, which is actually what I want. Because if they don't decide to Fake Out, I get a Body Press into the Rillaboom and then I get Facade and a Tauros. So I'm going to Facade and go for a Body Press. Actually, should I Facade as a Tauros and Body Press the Rillaboom? That might have worked as well. That might have worked as well, actually, now that I think about it. It might have worked better than this plan. Although, if I don't get the knock on Tauros, I think it's bad. But if they do double up here, which is what I'm expecting... Okay, they Fake Out. Perfect. I do get a Body Press KO into the Rillaboom, so Rillaboom goes down. Alright, that's really good. What does the Tauros click? Wisp? Or Close Combat? Rock Slide is not a move I expected on the Tauros. It also really didn't do anything, so that works out beautifully for me. They have Terra, right? I'm not mistaken. They have Terra? Sneasler didn't Terra, Hydreigon didn't Terra. It should always be Protect. Yeah, so that's our Trick Room. So I'm actually going to attempt to Iron Defense here, and I'm just going to Facade. As I never Headlong Rush because they can Terra if they want to play aggressive. But they do Protect, so I do get a free Iron Defense up. Okay. So there is robbery involved. I don't think there's 100% win con. I'm just gonna body press and I'm gonna Facade because they could close combat to Ursaluna, pick up the knockout, but body press should pick up the KO in response. If they go for anything else, I should just get the KO onto Tauros. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like there's not much they can do because they have to close combat, lower the defenses, and because they lower the defenses, I'm pretty sure they just get knocked up by my partner. There is one thing I'm a little bit worried about, but I don't think it KOs me, which is Rockslide crit flinch into Bronzong. But I'm pretty sure that Rockslide crit won't knock out. It would also have to double flinch. Tauros Grass is going to be revealed, but it doesn't really change anything. As I said, we always Facade to cover for the Terra Grass here. A Raging Bull into the Ursaluna slot. I don't know why. Did they not have close combat? I mean, well, there's a crit right there, and I think they wanted to crit into like my Bronzong, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Oh my goodness. That was tough. That was a tough one. The Sneasler was actually threatening. That Sneasler was actually scary. But thankfully, the right sacks came into play. Like Polito, unfortunately, you had to go down there. We were able to get some pretty good damage with Vikavolt across, and then we were able to clean up the game with Bronzong. Okay, Armarouge, Annihilate, Entity, Torkoal with the Farigiraf, and Hisuian Zoroark. We do have Rain mode, which is actually pretty good. We don't exactly have a way to change terrain, which is not great. That's not too good, but I do like Ursaluna in this matchup. I think Ursaluna is good. I actually don't mind Ursaluna plus... Do I want to go Arcalon? This Arcalon sounds a bit weird. I don't know if I really like... I mean, having a Steel Resist is pretty solid. Or not Steel Resist, Psychic Resist. It could be Bronzong though. Vikavolt could come into play. I think I will bring Vikavolt or Ursaluna. I don't think it's bad. I think Bronzong Politoed in the back. The main reason is I'm not sure if they're going to go with the lead of Armarouge Entity or not. Because there could be a Zoroark involved. There could be Farigiraf, which could be brought. I'm not exactly too sure. Vikavolt's one of my best answers to like the psychic types with Bug Buzz. The only problem is I'm not really tanking the moves from the Armarouge super well. So that's something I'm going to have to be considered. Farigiraf Armarouge. Why do I have a feeling that I'm not going to like whatever's coming out of this? All right. I'm just going to go for an Earthquake. And I'm going to go for a Bug Buzz into Farigiraf. Oh, wait. I feel like this is a Zoroark weakness policy, weak armor kind of strat with the Zoroark. Oh, they retreat Armarouge. Okay. Unless they're sending in Armarouge again. Yeah, Mr. Zoroark. Hyper Voice. Okay. For the Drought Spray, I'm glad I'm taking care of that threat. So I should be able to get rid of the Farig here. Yeah, I get the one shot with Bug Buzz, so that's actually pretty nice. And now, yeah, that's actually really good. Earthquake gonna come out. A lot of damage to Armarouge, which we'll gladly take. It is weak armor stuff. Okay. Oh no, it is actually policy. Wait, do they not have Torkoal in the back? They don't have Torkoal. This is very doable. Because they can't Expanding Force without the Entity. Is this Zora coming back in? Wait, it's Annihilate. Oh, they don't have Expanding Force as an option. I'm going to double protect because I want to scout for like what the Armarouge is going to click. If it has Heat Wave, we have to go into Politoed. But let's see. Because I feel like if we get rid of Armorage, we should have the game see. Well, we don't have the game 100% sealed. But let's see what they click. Are you Heat Wave or are you Armor Cannon? Armor Cannon is so much easier to deal with. Okay. Close Combat. I think I have to select Politoed, probably. I'm actually going to go Bronzong and I'm going to go Politoed. Yeah, I'm going to go Bronzong and Politoed. Unless they mix up the slots, I think we're okay. Because the idea is to absorb the Armor Cannon here with the Politoed, absorb the Close Combat with the Bronzong, and then get Trick Room up because I think they lose if I set up Trick Room. I could have maybe sacked the Ursaluna to make sure that my Bronzong is kind of healthy, but I take a trade, right? Like I either get rid of Armorage or I get Trick Room up. If I get Trick Room up, they guarantee lose. Otherwise, I just do a bunch of damage to them with Politoed. You see a Terra come out, all right. What Terra is this? The Armorage into Terra Psychic. Did they Expanding Force this time? Did they Expanding Force? What was my Oh, actually, they have no reason to Expanding Force the Bronzong slot, do they? They did, though. My next level read. I went for Close Combat to Politoed. Holy cow, that's choice. That's choice banded. Or Life Orb. That was definitely some crazy damage. I do have Terra Water. It might come down to an Armor Cannon read. I'm going to attempt a Trick Room, and I am going to go for a Muddy Water. Life Orb Annihilate. Oh my goodness. I need either the Muddy Water or the Trick Room. If I have one of those, I don't even know if I win against this Zoroark if it's Muddy Water. But if I get Trick Room up, I'm like pretty confident in winning. Let's see. Bronzong Terra Water. Do they read the Terra Water? I also have no idea how that Life Orb Close Combat did so much to Politoed. Bronzong should take it better though. Bronzong's crazy bulky. They went for Aura Spear. That's fine. Politoed down. Rage Fist is... did we even hit the Annihilate? I don't think we did. Yeah, that did nothing. Interesting set of plays there. I probably would have just Aura Speared the Bronzong if I was them, but that works out. If it's Aura Spear, Expanding Force, Armor Cannon, I don't think it has Wide Guard. Should I risk it though? I'm pretty sure I can just go out into Ursaluna. I click Earthquake and Gyro Ball. I'm pretty sure I'll knock out the Annihilate because of its Life Orb set. This also just covers like every Zoroark play, which I prefer. So I'm going to just Gyro Ball the Annihilate, but I'm going to click Earthquake. If they have Wide Guard, they reveal it now, and then I just click single target attacks the following turn. And we're going to see the Annihilate retreat, so this is Zoroark. Do they have Wide Guard or not? Because Zoroark's going down. It can't even transform anymore. Yeah, it's Protect. It's not Wide Guard, so I just win by clicking Gyro Ball Earthquake a bunch of times. Ooh. Oh, man, that could have been scary. That Gyro Ball does so much damage. That did so much. Earthquake should pick up the knockout on Zoroark pretty freely. And then we click Earthquake once again. We click Gyro Ball once again and guarantee seal it. Oh, when I saw the policy and when I saw the Life Orb Annihilate, I wasn't sure. The random switch probably wasn't the best play. It was probably sacrificing one of my slots, like the Ursaluna. But oh man, we were able to seal it. We go for Gyro Ball. We go for Earthquake. Because we revealed Expanding Force, we revealed Armor Cannon, we revealed Aura Spear. So we know that it does not have Wide Guard. Okay. Granted, don't get all the protects in the world. Okay, yeah, the Armorage fails, so the game is 100% over. Oh, and the Annihilate didn't even protect, so Gyro Ball into Earthquake. The Gyro Ball actually did a lot less to that Annihilate than I thought. I mean, a lot less. Maybe if it was Wide Guard on the Armor Rouge, I might have still been in trouble. I mean, I still think Vikavolt next to Bronzong probably cleaned it up. But we don't have to worry about that possibility. We took the win there. Oh my goodness. What the heck, man, was that? Incineroar, Garchomp, Clefairy, Orpworm, Hydreigon, Rillaboom. This looks pretty tricky. Orpworm is not a Pokemon I exactly like playing against. Yeah, that Pokemon's pretty scary. I think I'm gonna go Politoed. Politoed seems nice. Bronzong probably. I don't really like Arcala. Arcala's okay, but it's not like incredible. I think Ursaluna. I mean, I definitely want Vikavolt. Let me think. Do I want Ursaluna or do I want Arcaludon? Because Facade breaks through teams, but Arcaludon might be more useful here. Because I'm not as weak to Grassy Glide. I think I'll bring Arcaludon this time, especially with leftovers Grassy Terrain. I might be able to do something. The problem is I feel like Orpworm can be brought here, and if I bring Ursaluna, I can't break through Orpworm, and then Body Press is threatening me, so I don't think that's worth it. Like, Body Press threatens Arcaludon, but at least I can hit it for some decent damage with Electroshot and Rain, so we'll see. Garchomp, Orpworm will lead, so this is actually pretty good position, I would say. Politoed plus the Bronzong, I should be able to go for Trick Room, and do I want a Weather Ball or Muddy Water? I kind of like the idea of just going for a Weather Ball. The Orpworm has to be... Wait, the Orpworm has to be fast, has to be Politoed, right? Yeah. So I will go for a Weather Ball, and I'm going to go for a Trick Room. Let's see. Weather Ball, consistency-wise, I don't think I have to fire off a Muddy Water right now. Weather Ball should do a lot to the Orpworm. The Garchomp can't do much here. It can go for Earthquake, sure, but our Orpworm will be immune to it with the Earth Eater, but I mean, it's really not that bad at all. Unless you crit my Politoed with Life Orb Earthquake. At least we get the Weather Ball off into the Orpworm, so it should do a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, that just KO'd the Orpworm. We'll gladly take the KO'd Orpworm. That is a huge knockout, and we get Trick Room up. Nice. So Trick Room is great. Clefairy can come in. Rillaboom can come in. But if it's Rillaboom, it's not really doing anything here. Incineroar comes in, which... not what I expected. Do I want to... I kind of just want a Weather Ball, but... I think it's probably safer just to go out into Arcaludon and set up an Iron Defense. Yeah, because if they fake out Politoed, then I think that's pretty good for me. I don't really need Arcaludon too much anymore. Arcaludon was mainly for as a backup to Orpworm, so I might as well just use it here. Iron Defense is a pretty good setup here. Not really much they can do. If they want to fake out Bronzong, sure. But Bronzong's not really threatening too much on them, so I feel like they should target down the Politoed. Maybe if they have Rillaboom in the back, they fake out the Politoed, they go into Rillaboom. Although it's kind of just surprising they didn't bring out Rillaboom in the first place. But if they don't have a Mon that really pressures the Bronzong in the back, it's not looking too good for them. Let's see, I'm hoping to catch maybe a potential Stamina on my Arcaludon, so I can take the attacks and then just fire off Draco Meteors. Yep, perfect. Fake out going to come out into Arcaludon. I'm able to get the Stamina boost. They go for Earthquake, sure, but they have their own Incineroar, which I don't think they're going to go for. Set up the Iron Defense. And we're going to see the Dragon Claw come out into Bronzong for the chip. But as you see, that Iron Defense just makes it so tanky. So tanky. Leftover is going to heal back the Arcaludon full. The double steal, it's not looking too good for this Garchomp right here. I'm going to fire off a Electro Shot into the Incineroar, and I'm actually going to set up another Iron Defense because I don't think a Body Press KOs. Battle's just going to be forfeited, which can't blame them. I don't think they could break through my Steel types. Very nice. Smeargle, Serena, Arcaludon, Primarina, the Pelipper, and Incineroar. All right, we got threats. That's Smeargle with Or like Spearow just can get any move. I don't know what the techs are going to be in this matchup, but I do really like the Bronzong for safety goggles. I need the Trick Room set. I do want to bring Vikavolt. Vikavolt is good here. I'd say I don't bring Politoed. Politoed does nothing in this matchup for me, so I think it's probably our Caledon and the Ursaluna as the last two. Legion, I could have seen an argument because the Last Respect could have been a thing, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that end game set up properly. So just bring consistency in our Caledon in the Trick Room, and Ursaluna can sweep if they give me the right tools. Now, where is the lead? It's Miro Serena. This is a crazy lead. All right, Bronzong plus the Vikavolt. Serena does get access to Taunt, so I do know that. I think I'm just going to fire off a Body Press immediately into Smeargle, and I'm just going to go for a Bug Buzz into the Serena immediately. If I get rid of Serena immediately, it's nice for Ursaluna. I think I'm going to come out of Bronzong. Sure, is this Taunt? Okay. I guess that's the one way to play Pokemon. I'm assuming it's not Taunt on the... I'm assuming it's not Taunt on the Serena. Alright. I actually don't mind the Vikavolt hitting itself there because Serena doesn't seem like it could do much to my 6. I'm just going to attempt a Trick Room now, and I'm just going to go for a Bug Buzz into the Smeargle. Alright, I should have Thunderbolted probably, but I don't know what I'm expecting. I'm expecting Spore and probably Serena switching, right? No, they stay in. Why is there Terra here? What is going on? Serena gonna Terra? Terra flying. I'm glad I didn't Bug Buzz that slot. I mean, I have Thunderbolt, so I'm kind of shocked about like why they bring out the Terra flying Serena. Oh, come on, Bronzong. Excuse me, what the heck am I facing? What the heck am I facing? Do you have high jump kick? No, no shot. Do you have high jump? Do you not have protect? I'm going... I don't even know what I want to risk. I'm just body pressing the Smeargle. I'm going to go for Trick Room. All right, they have +4. Please don't have a crazy move here. Wait, my Caledon was faster than the Serena? That I did not expect. They had a jump kick. I could have protected. Oh my goodness. Oh no. No, 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 no. Please get Trick Room up. Please get Trick Room up. Please get Trick Room up. Please. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. We have a game. We have a game. Oh my goodness. I so wish I protected. Who did they have? I mean, this game is still looking really, really rough, but I mean, it's doable. Incineroar. Yep. It's over. It's so over. Why did I have to fight? Oh my. I got so lucky with the Teeter Dances too on top of that. Oh my goodness. Watch it. How am I still confused too? Isn't this the 4th turn? And I've hit myself like 3. Drop kick. All right. I mean, I have outs. I have outs. All right. Iron Defense. You. I need a double protect. Please. I've been unlucky this entire game already. Please, Ursa. My one time. My one time. Of course not. Sad. Yeah, because they fake out. Unless they high jump kicked for some reason. If I had Terra Ghost, I could have Terra Ghosted, but I don't have Terra Ghost. Iron Defense. I actually got swept by Decorates. Miracle. I mean, there was a fault where I could have protected our Caledon. A one time. I don't think I was supposed to expect Decorate into Terra Flying, no item, Serena, pick up the knockout on my Vikavolt. Unless I can win with Bronzong. Unless like the last month's our Caledon and I can body press through their entire team. I will try it. If like this Incineroar can miss a move. Well, it's knockoff. It doesn't do too much. And Safety Guy shouldn't impact this match. And you miss a move with Serena? I think I need like a bunch of misses if I jump kick. Oh, it's only 2 misses if I jump kick. I'll play because it's technically still winnable. I don't think it really is, but you know, we gotta try. All right, they gave me Incineroar. That's actually a huge step. I really wish, like, if I hit the Vikavolt with Bug Buzz, if I didn't get confused for so many turns, this was technically winnable. If I just protected my Arcalon, that was the one mistake I had in control. They can Spore. Trick Room's over. I mean, I wouldn't even high jump kick at this point. I would just click fake out drop kick and just guarantee. They just click it because they can, man. They just click it because they can. Is it wide lens? Wait, no. It shouldn't be wide lens because Acrobatics wouldn't have KO'd my Vikavolt. What was this game, man? This game sometimes. You'll just fight stuff like that and you can't do anything about it. Most of the games I think can pretty much be summoned by getting Trick Room up with the Bronzong. However, it did take a little bit because we didn't know the sets. I did have to do some baiting. For instance, the Basque Legion on the Annihilate but Whimsicott game. There were chances where I had to switch out Bronzong often in order to like pressure the mons that would usually stop the Trick Room normally and scout for it. So I had to get rid of those options before I can figure out, okay, am I safe to set Bronzong because I don't have fake out support on this team. And then we were able to do a lot of damage. The Vikavolt was actually pretty good. It's just was able to take one attack, dish out some pretty strong damage across the board. The Politoed was able to do incredible amounts of damage. Ursaluna, really, really powerful if you're able to set it up. And yeah, not bad for the team in general. The only game I could really say that I wish could have gone better was that teetered end Serena in the end. Like, what was I supposed to do? The Vikavolt missed a KO on Serena, which would have been game changing in the first turn. Bronzong decided not to set up Trick Room for a couple of turns. And then I guess I could protect our Caledon, but it was already still a bad position. But yeah, there really was not much I could do in that game because I think it was just out of my control. Some really cool Pokemon we were able to try out in today's video. Vikavolt, not the best competitively, but it does have a niche and I thought it was pretty cool. The bulk was solid. The Terra Electric, if we went for it would have done a lot of damage. I think the pairing with Ursaluna was really nice. The Bronzong was able to have Trick Room. Golden Gold was a bit tricky, but it was fun trying to figure out ways to pivot around one of the most common Pokemon in the format. Toy Specs Politoed able to do so much damage, and it's nice where it has some good general bulk, but also just that damage output was great. Our Caledon, I feel like this probably could have been a Assault Vest and been fine, but still did its job. Like, our Caledon's a crazy strong Pokemon regardless. And then the Basque Legion, we didn't bring it too much, but there are definitely points where it does come in handy, especially like we saw with the Annihilate game. If you'd like to check out the details of the team and the creator, it'll be linked in the description down below. If you'd like to try out the team, it is on your screen. Hopefully it's still available by the time this video comes out. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more VGC content as always.